Hello, everybody! Welcome on in. Hello to both Lucy and Sleepy. Sleepy coming in after getting the first. How are you both doing today? Hope it is finding you well. Apologies as well, I might be a little low energy. I made a post on Twitter, or X, earlier. I'd somehow slept into 12:30. Pre-stream, I had an hour and a half nap, and I still feel so tired. All I want to do is sleep, but I thought, nah, I'm definitely going to have to go live. Stomach is hurting a bit, but I'm okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that it hurts. Mine was a little upset with me today. However, it kind of got better after dinner. I'm not saying I was just hungry, but I feel like I did good cooking. One is not sleeping does not mean they are awake. That is a very interesting fortune, Lavender, considering I was just saying I was tired. And we also have Sleepy in the chat. Oh, welcome in, Lavender. Good to see you as well. 2 small jumps are sometimes better than 1 big leap. Unless it's over a canyon. You're not going to make it with 2 small jumps. But how are you all doing? I didn't get to do what I was planning to do today. After the stream of Pokemon yesterday, getting 5 shinies, I actually stayed up an extra hour. Like, I was meant to go to bed straight as I wrapped up stream, but I stayed up because I made a list of Pokemon that I want for a competitive team. And I don't know, I don't know if I should stream trying to get my competitive team. I'd like to enter competitions, but I also know I know nothing about it and it'd be so hard to join. But I tried to look up what the meta is, and I've made some very easy to note Pokemon that everyone seems to use. Wouldn't make it anyway. Jumping would not be good for my health. Ah. I mean, I don't think I could probably jump. Oh god, when was the last time I actually jumped? Like, you jump constantly in video games. Why can I not remember jumping at all? Also, Lavender Blue, thank you for doing another 2,000 points to the challenge. That means we're at 49% raised. You know, technically, this is against the rules. No, technically, I can't put in my own custom number. But... 50% of the way there! Oh, I didn't need to click anything. Also, just thank you as well, Sleepy, for donating some points. For those wondering, I do have a phone that monitors when ads play. And it currently has 201,000 points. It really shouldn't have any. But wait, it actually says I donated 2,250. When did I do 2,000? I just pressed the 250 button. Has my monitoring account been doing stuff without me knowing? That is weird. Anyway, so in Final Fantasy, we do have one quest in the Crystal Tower to go. Yeah, the final raid of that set. So I thought it'd be good to do that and then continue the story. Just see how we go. Also, Sleepy, I am gonna have to borrow you eventually. Because I would like to get a house in the game, and I need a certain Lalafell to donate you 3 million to then donate that to my Mikote. Nothing odd happening here. uh, but let's... Well, first, we'll unmute the game. Can we do it tomorrow? Oh, like, it could be any time. We also need to do the wedding quest. Yeah? 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 Let's do it. Jump over and welcome! My camera was not centered. Hello everyone, it is good to see you again. Hello! So, not a lot has happened on this game since we last played like a week ago. Like last Wednesday was the last time we played on here. I have not hopped on whatsoever. I've been truthful. I decided to only play on stream. Being very good. Being good boy. Like, I was thinking to myself earlier, while it is good to play this, it's like, I could play something else, but at the same time, I'm also enjoying this game too much. Why do today when you put it off till tomorrow? But Sleepy, what is today but yesterday's tomorrow? That is some Mr. Krabs wisdom right there. So first and foremost, swap over to Samurai. Do a level 50 dungeon as a DPS. Get me right in. We need to do World of Darkness. Alright, so already, time is better. It says 7-minute average wait time. It might be a bit small. But I know, yeah, like last week, we were kind of in queue for nearly an hour. That's when I gave up. Also, fun little thing, you can sleep on these lounges. Just enjoy the beach. It's actually a bit of a shame that these only exist here. Like, you... There's no lounges anywhere else that you can fall asleep on. Also, because of flying, you can access this area. Can't access it without flying. Wait, can I go up here? And like, it's interesting, they added in areas that you can visit through flying now. Oh, well, darkness is already ready. I'm gonna be honest, there's actually one mechanic in this I do not get. Because people say, Group A does this, B does this, and C does this. It's like A is ads, B is belly, and C is chains, and I don't know how to do the belly. And that sounds like a very weird explanation, but when I get to it, you'll probably understand a bit better what I mean by ads, belly, chain. Come on, tank and DPS. That's what. Boo! Boo! Oh, I'm actually gonna sneeze in a moment. So it's not Middle and Nussia because I've never actually been there. I think it's in Western. This has one of my favorite obscure spots you can get to by flying. We'll see if we can get there before the queue. Up, the healers are already. 1 tank and 3 DPS. No one else is clicking it. Oh no, 1 more DPS. No, there's another DPS house. 1 tank, 1 DPS. There's more DPS than there are tanks, but who will click it all first? Up, the DPS are all there. Only 1 tank to go. Here, over here. Obscured is a pirate ship. You could never get here before. And now you can land on these sort of footpaths. You can land over here on the pirate ship itself. And be like, haha, is the captain. And like, there's no point to be able to go over here. It's not used in any quest or anything. It's just, hey, there's a ship. And Square Enix decided, you know what? Let's make it that you can now land on the ship. Like, you're only ever meant to go onto that beach that we just barely saw. I'm pretty sure I set myself to Samurai. But Word of Darkness. People going, oh man, I was hoping for one of the other dungeons. I'm like, haha, you're here because of me. Alright, I'm in Group C. Gotta remember rotations. Avoid that. I'm frozen. I am nearly dead, apparently. How did that happen? I was not paying attention, apparently. Go pathways open. Right, I forgot to eat my egg. Gotta eat our eggies. I really do miss having the down button that you can press and it's like, that offer you an egg these trying times. It's creepy looking. I really do forget a lot of these. Guess we leave the circle. Like, I got a debuff. Banful, Brand of Ireful. Damage taken by Ireful Gaze is increased. And I don't really understand what that is. Or what these ground things do. Okay, apparently that was the attack, and it killed me. I really need to know these mechanics a bit better. I'll get there eventually. Okay, so these circles are if you get Doom on you. And, you know, stops you from dying in 5 seconds. I'll take the treasure. Ah, headgear, I need that. And I'll greed the other one. What does it actually look like? Ah, put some clothes on, man. So you get a horn and a weird little circlet. That's cute. Three, 5, 6. Zan's clone. Could have definitely done that a bit better. So it's interesting that, you know, it's even he has a clone that exists in the World of Darkness. Considering he was the boss of the last raid. 5-headed dragon. So the hard part is it's actively looking between 2 tanks. They kept rotating between them. So it doesn't quite know which tank is the deadlier one. Should I do a self-heal? Like, every one of my attacks should be healing me for a small amount now. Did I know Harvestella is on sale? I did! I think I was in Mailman's stream and you mentioned it, Sleepy. It is on my watch list and I do want to get it. It's like... It's very tempting. Yeah, like, it does interest me because it is a farming style game, but it also has the RPG elements. Ah, I got my items. Level up! Alright, 2 new items. Skirt of Casting, I'll agree with that. And Demon Gauntlets of Fending, I'll agree with that. I don't think I need either of them. I really do love this area. It's just... Well, it's meant to be like evil darkness. I don't... There's a beauty about it. I want to get for PC, but won't be able to get the discount, because don't get paid till after 25th. I feel you on that one. It inhaled me. I'm guessing it has something to do with the circle. I'm meant to step on it. Again, this is one of the mechanics that I've never learnt about. Either way, I'm pretty sure I did well enough. So they're already talking like, hey, here's what the strategies are. I mean, Alliance C, gotta grab 2 chains from the wall, chaining when Cerberus goes down, attach it to the open filters. So like he summons a bunch of additional enemies. And he'll also make gastric juices. And you're meant to kill an enemy, coat yourself in the juices, and then he'll eat you. But I don't understand what you're meant to do. So like, there's the juice and the wolfsbane. So I'm guessing you're meant to stand near gastric juices so it shrinks you down. Then you hop in the weird stuff. I'm at least being in Group C, I don't have to do anything special, it's just, hey, keep attacking him. Which is fine with me, because... oh, hey, I got both the items! My sounds just went away for a moment there. Like, really confused me. That's nearly dead, 3%. Excellent. I'll agree the casting robe. Oh, and the scouting boots. Because why not? It'll help level up the free company, get me the grand company points. Wait for cutscenes. That includes me. Who disturbs the gloom? Ah, models from the realm of light. Of course, they didn't wait for cutscenes. Oh no, wait, they're doing a ready check. In the cloud of darkness. If I do not smother, I do something. Your covenant is everlasting. All models before the flood of darkness will sink life to the void. Ah, and they waited for me. How nice. So there's new mechanics, we kind of saw a little bit in the background. It can target you with something that's going to hit multiple times and chase you. Thankfully the first phase of this is relatively easy. Then it gets into big inhaling phase. As long as you destroy the storm clouds, you're all safe. I kind of think as close range DPS, it's like, maybe my job is to just stay close and keep attacking. was very bright. It was like we could nearly beat her without this phase. Let the sun shine in. Like that, we beat the raid. I want a nap, but maybe using some sort of power tool. On a scale of 1 to 10, how loud is the power tool? Like, is it just in the background? Is it just an... Huh. My team all left, and I just got the reward. Which included a minion and 2 faded copies of the Orchestrions. They really didn't want to wait around. Yeah. I would have suggested the pink noise up and just having really loud shh noise near you, but it does make it different or difficult. Where in the 7 hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower and defeat the cloud aids our cause little. Toga, Yune, can you hear me? Nero. Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void scent? What's happened to him? How did he get all evil and gunky? Oh, I don't blame you for missing my company. Thank the 12, you're right. It's alright to be expected. Monet has simply passed out. Hero, by the gods, what happened to you? Alas, his wounds were too deep and allowed this foul place entry to his body. Now the darkness claws at its ether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. Cloud of Darkness was bound by Xande's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Allegan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from the other void scent. Cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzea, and simply couldn't let harm befall you here. Raha, you love. But what about me, Sleepy? Oh no! How I'm sad. Well. But hey, you are safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? And perhaps, Doga, there is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. You cannot hope to kill the cloud. Mortals, you have dared to challenge me. Now I must feel my wrath. Do you think to destroy me in my realm? Yeah, I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, maybe our chance to stop it. We strike now whilst the cloud can barely hold a form. Mayhap we can sever Xande's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this foul place, once and for all. Nepero, Graha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? This is madness. You must return with us. No one but you can save the world from the threat of the Crystal Tower. Graha, no! What is this trickery? Your blood! You too gain protection from Xande's blood. Grahatia, you are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. It is a gift you have inherited, Graha. You have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I had thought time would consume all of Alag that was. That a man should still live with his forebear's blood in this age can be no mere coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line, used the highest of elegant technology to do so. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as elegant, not as you are now, but your royal eye bespeaks the simple truth. In you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, a light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray tell me. You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We will share our blood with you, Graha. Though its effects will be but ephemeral, it will bolster the elegant presence within you. This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with a royal eye are bound by fate to Alag. Our part in this journey is to bury Xande's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Une and Doga's purpose, one we have carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. Poor Graha, though. Suddenly just getting this responsibility. His eyes! They're now both red. I was curious when that actually happened. You must leave as well, Nero. I am sorry we could not live up to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it all to defend.
For real?
It is for real. Hello, Ace. Also, it's Graha, though. Don't make me choose. I'm sorry, Sleepy. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero. But do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Doga, Une, I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Temporo, Nero, let us quit this place. You shall not escape me, impudent children of light. Realistically, we didn't have to run. We could have just wrapped Grahatia around us like a hula hoop. Okay, I'm trying to nap now despite the power tools. Oh, good sleep. I hope you do get some sleep. I would definitely recommend the Pink Noise app and just turning it up near you, and it should go oh, shh, and cut out some of the noise. And for real, they're both red? They are, Ace! Boop. Think of a little boop. I'm going to change that notification back. I keep forgetting. No, you shall not escape us. Here's Xande's blood-stained dreams of glory end. Yeah, you really gotta hand it to him. There, the glint of light. That's a bit more than a glint. Oh, that hurt. Even through my visor. It grows faint. The bridge between realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. If that light dies, we're stranded here. Hurry! Nero! Nero, no! You must move! Leave me! I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I don't suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it. But remember me, son of Alag. I am Nero Toscaba, the man who will yet outdo Alag and Garland. That was what you hoped to? May the Crystal Tower again be a beacon of hope to mankind. Go, damn you! I mean, surely we could have just picked him up and carried him. Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. But how did... So those damn clones did it after all. Now, onwards. Ah! You owe me, Nero. How's I do? It was Sid! You have returned unharmed, thank the gods. When the void gate started close, I have felt so powerless in all my life. We were running around like madmen, trying to keep the gate open. Then the chief actually went and dived in. But if you're all But where are Une and Doga? They're not... I see. I will miss the two of them dearly, but I'm happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend to the Crystal Tower, though we now have no one able to seal it. That is not true, my friend. Une and Doga have entrusted me with their blood, now control the Crystal Tower. Raha! Yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good, then let's put an end to this. Seal away the tower. I understand your instinct, Rambrose, but please, give us a moment to rest. I'm weary to the bone, and Nero and Tempero both emerged from long battle. Of course, of course. You have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell, and repair at St. Coinach's fine. No one but you could have succeeded in the Word of Darkness. Would that I could have been of more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Une's blood. If I remember what I wished to. Yeah, Sai has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebearer's dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray go on ahead. There's something small I would do before I return. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. A wish hidden for millennia, brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now finally, it is my time to see it realized. I wish I could just fly out of here. Instead, I got a fast travel to be able to fly. I also got a lot of dungeons to do. So I unlocked all the hard mode ones. Can I express how glad I am to... Oh, you returned safely. I can't express how glad I am you returned... Okay. It does actually make sense. I was just thinking a different set of English rules. Can I express how glad I am that you returned safely, Temporal. And with the means to spell through Crystal Tower for good. Rest if you will, then let us free ourselves from the spectre of the Elegance. A lot of hope. Trust you're rested, my friend? Good. We should seal the tower now. It's not like you must do first. Let me summon the others and hear in full what happened beyond the rift. It's sort of like when you watch an anime series and you get to episode 6. It's like, hey, do you remember all those adventures we had in the last, 5 previous episodes? Let's recap our journey on how we got to where we are now. It's like, no, please don't. Please don't do a recap after just 6 episodes, or on the 6th episode. It's like, oh, remember when this happened? I never thought we'd be where we are today. Especially with how we met. Wasn't that interesting? Then you get to episode 12. It's like, oh, so much has happened. Hey, do you remember that day we first met? It's like, don't. Not again. Why every 6 episodes? As soon as the series starts doing that, I'm like, nah, I'm done. I don't want to watch. So the elegant eye that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. Jose is not so odd to think his forebears gained it via ancient technology. But who imbued his family with the blood? What purpose? Mayhap all of this was fate. From discovering the tower to Graha getting Une and Doga's blood. Has Graha said anything? For that matter, where is Graha? And what of Nero? I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, cannot say. Knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. Temporal, you say Graha stayed behind the Crystal Tower. Why if he even now prepares to seal the place off? Master Ambrose! Master Ambrose! Is Graha here, sir? He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I do not know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gate. Suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask for your guidance. Very well, let us go and speak to these researchers, get to the bottom of his weird business. Master Garland, Temporal, please come with me. No doubt Graha means sealed the Crystal Tower, but it worries me he did not breathe a word of his plan to us. Gotta ride our bike there. It's the fastest vehicle we own. I can still use a mount here. I'm not unable to fly. Oh, I love my carbuncle. What in the world was Grahatia thinking? Demanding we leave the tower. No doubt you want to know why. Wish I knew myself. Of course, he would tell me nothing. But he will be honest with you, sir. I'm certain of it. I like that it's still foggy. Go no further, my friends. The doors are closing ere long. So you are a reminder to steal the Tower of Graha. I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please come here so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come man, what is this nonsense? Is aught, or if aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Une and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I feel mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with Allag, or rather, was there the wish I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Zande's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Allag, looked to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped that spires would again dominate the land, and prayed the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Allag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Allag's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. That man was my forebearer. For millennia, we waited. Allag's art and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin. But before the last drop could vanish from the realm, memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Graha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We will need technology as advanced as Allag to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Else, we may never fully comprehend them. 'Tis as you say, Sid. We could wait for someone, someday, to reach the same heights of Allag. But by then, we'll have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did? Put the tower into a deep sleep? What? You cannot mean that! I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Allagans in knowledge. I will slumber within Circus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as the beacon of hope it was meant to be. It is the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside of these doors. Go, create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it.
We'll catch up with Allag, just you wait. Cover all that lost ground before you even know it.
Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before we come knocking Graha, and then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes, and forgive us our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you till then, Rambros. I look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, Tempero, no history remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when you awake. Well, now I must rest. Calling so much has put me in the mood to sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancient's wish. It is quite a sad end for Graha. Like, if given the choice to essentially freeze yourself for the future, you never know if it'll actually be open again. It's like the first trial, the 4 Sentinels, they're just destroyed. Crystal Tower slumbers again. It's too quiet for my taste. Bye, Sid. Must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I'm bound to follow. Gave up his wish to control something powerful. New dawn has come for me. But it was beeping. What does that mean? It found a link, the void down there? And I don't think that's ever actually explained. It's quite curious. I know I shouldn't be going this way because those 2 enemies out here can target you before you're allowed to go on your mount. And all I want to do is run away from it. And as soon as I'm far enough away, this one wants to attack me. I also got to clear out my inventory. It is very full. That said, I got the Puff of Darkness. There it is. My own little cloud of darkness. You've just missed Sid, Temporal. There is much that needs his attention, if he's to fulfill Graha's wishes, it seems. But this is not the end of Noah. No matter how lonely St. Conscious Fine has become for our friends' departure. No matter how lonely St. Conscious Fine has become for our friend's departure. I don't know why that was tongue-tying me. But it's all walking in different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future, lit by Graha's beacon. Sealing the Crystal Tower was but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. That is the end of Crystal Tower. Tower that now stands as a beacon. Oh, you can actually see the little balcony. I always thought it'd be near the tippity top, but it's not. Huh. That's cool. I got 2 quests, but they're both locked. I'm curious how you unlock them. So for keepsake, oh, I need to complete an End of Hall Keep. It looks like it'd be through him, but the option isn't there. I should really do something, like maybe sell some of these items. Oh, I've got another minion. I also got 18 of these irregular tomestones that I can use now. Maybe after the stream's done, I'll actually go through all these items and just start listing a whole bunch onto the market board. Hope to make some money. Expecting not to, though. Our job as Paladin must continue. Actually, quickly Google. Oh, okay. So I remember, I think last time on the stream before, I made a comment about not doing the hard mode of like Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan. Like, how long can I keep Minfilia just standing around as a quest giver? But to unlock the Binding Coil Bahamut, the other set of raids, you actually have to complete those 3 quests, and then you unlock the Bahamut quest line. And, you know, through this quest line is how you meet Alize. Like, 100% meant for you to have, you know, finished or unlocked the Binding Coils before that one quest line. What's it doing? What's it doing on my shoulder? Here's a little break. Now, I think there's only one of the Binding Coils that scares me to solo. Like, I've never seen people attempt the Binding Coils with party sync on. And yeah, like it even says on this, like on the wiki, there is very little tangible reward for completing the raids with level sync enabled, with the exception of certain blue mage achievements or obtaining very specific crafting materials from some bosses or certain housing items. But even then, with level sync enabled, you're still going to get the items from the bosses, and it's easier to do it without level sync. We'll continue the storyline. I believe this is the start at 2.2. Still Waters. Actually, I'll quickly load up the wiki thing, because that actually tells you how many quests there are in different level sets. But yeah, Still Water, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, let's start. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Imagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifest were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. Brass Blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling crystals for profit. Alas, they have yet been unable to identify a likely suspect. Concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by the lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service of a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the Blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Histola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. To Horizon! I mean, at least it isn't over here in Vesper Bay. Ah, Temporal, your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length of Brass Blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great plans to conceal their activities. We're going to further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fifalupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he has relayed to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Again, take a bike ride, short distance. Neparo, what a pleasure it is to see you again. Ishtola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say maybe greater than... Ah, but never mind that. I have news to share. short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection, broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Alien Subway. The car boarded up toward the eastern Thanaland, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. Speeding carriage seemed a curious choice for thieves of such proving cunning. Yet the Amalja do have a foothold in eastern Thanaland. And what of the cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I failed to see what else it could. Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or, on second thought, perhaps it's good news, after all. Thancred, wherever have you been? Figured you had everything under control here, so I took a brief excursion to the east to check on our Amalja friends. Wouldn't you believe it? Happened upon a runaway carriage in the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. All my years, never seen such a prodigious quantity of subness. The Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. Stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. That's so. Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. Should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Temporal. Against all expectations, it would seem the Amalja are innocent in this. This particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I should inform Arianji of our progress, or lack thereof.
Now then. Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Mysterious cloaked person.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
It chose an interesting port to come into. Any bright ideas? Solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufu-Lupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together we may find yet something of use nestled away within it. Oh, but it's good to see you return. I've given some thought to the matter. I just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I be so blind? Harm yourself, Fufu-Lupa. What is the disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notion for so long. Then it came to me. What if there is someone among our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own midst? It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well founded. Sorry, I got a hiccup there. Oh, that hurt. Indeed. If for some reason of security, Concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location. Plans will be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. But such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the Concerned be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikote miner, traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention. But who... I see. Yes, Concern may well elect to do that. But to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed. This miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hemmerley. Fine spot for a rest, would you not agree? Last roll the Mikote miner is taken, so you will lie in wait to the north, and I will do the same to the south. Ahem, forgive my friends, but I received new orders. Must inform my men at once. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised these thieves laid down their arms and surrender. Did they come prepared to offer them some encouragement? Right, line wait for the thieves. It's not even that far away from the town. Like, it is just... I can still see the town. This would be a bad spot to try and ambush it. Cookie, thank you for contributing more points to the cause. How are you doing today? I do hope you're doing well. Oh, there's even more of them? Doing alright, I'm glad to hear it. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen Ishtola dressed up like this. Stubborn to the last, as expected. You're unharmed? Gang of sea wolf thieves, and in Thunderland, no less. Suppose it's the first time for everything? Sea wolves? All of them? Aye, and all with the same taste and facial tattoos. Blue, in case you're wondering. The thieves are a long way from home. Thancred, if you would be so good to attend the outstanding medicine Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon then, Vivalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Hello, James. 3 exercises and a fortune cookie. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Cheeseburger. I got my weights. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh. I feel like I'm getting lazy because it's a bit more tiresome to lift weights at the moment. I don't know why. Maybe it's also just tiredness. But how are you doing? They've been doing well. I'm also going to finally open up my unhealthy hydrate. Because I'm thirsty and I kind of need it. How am I? I'm alright. I'm kind of tired today. Like, I slept in. Had a nap as well before the stream, and yet I'm still wanting to go back to sleep. But I thought it best that I do stuff. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, thank you for your service to Horizon. Ah, but we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. That's so. Then, by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with this fellow in private. Ah, no, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of Blades to dispatch to detain him, and made good on his escape. Oh, for the love of... How did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling the somnus that we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea-wolf. The man's been born and raised, I believe. Do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray give me a prize for any developments. Yes, stay next to me. Understood. Our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Ah, there's the nod. I'll take an earring again. I have a use for them. Mother of Exiles. The antecedent bid me to tell you to make way, make for Vesper Bay, where young Alpinot awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotional incident. I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alpinot has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down that traitor's brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. So essentially what I'm going to do with the earrings and whatnot, because you can trade them into the Grain Company for Grain Company seals. Now, I'm the only one in the Free Company who is online at the moment. Ah, people haven't actually been online in a few... well, more than a few days. Mailman hasn't been online for a week, and after that, it's been a couple weeks for everyone else. Interesting. But yeah, when there's no one online, your Free Company gets a lot more of its currency compared to when everyone's online. You are late. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You're familiar with Doma, yes? In Othar? Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Gallian Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, suspect they not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And, more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We will be fools not to pursue this opportunity. Do you not think? With me to Uldar, Emperor. Unless I'm mistaken, and I'm rarely mistaken, we'll find the Domans bickering with the Sultan Sworn on the Royal Promenade. You're uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it would seem fair to assume they may be being pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have a hand in the... Well, have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. Shall see you in order. Like, one thing I might test tomorrow as well. I kind of want to see how my computer handles playing Starfield. So I wouldn't mind playing it, and I might even play it on stream. I also know it's going to be a very big game. But I think having multiple games going is better for my sanity, if that makes sense. Alright, time to start trading in absolutely everything. I don't need any of the ones below this. Because everything below is just random stuff from dungeons and whatnot. Just keep clicking. $20,000. I go over here. Sorry, it was the first one. Ventures. I can buy exactly 100. So I'll send my retainers off on ventures. They can get me some items, level up. And then we continue the story. Right, and I have 4 retainers. I can get a 5th one. Why does it do...
Unit underscore V underscore 2004 cheered. X30.
I thought I disabled the fart sound. But thank you for the 30 bits unit. I appreciate the lurk. I do need to bring in another retainer. Yeah, that one just got me a level 40 or level 38 pugilist weapon. That one got me level 28 boots. I have no clue, and I don't think I want to know. Level 50 helmet. It's an odd helmet. I don't think I'd ever use it. But that is pretty cool. But how are you doing today, unit? I do hope you are keeping well. I think I know which quest story this is. Matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permission, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. Well, I ask that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us a small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I would not ask again. And you know not what you do. Hello, Chanel. How you doing? It's good to see you. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope you will find me more to your liking. Alfredo Levier, at your service, a friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique. In this part of the world, at least. You indeed are your allies in Uldar, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourself to the wealthy and powerful. You're good, how am I? I am sleepy. I feel like I always say I'm sleepy, but I went to bed earlier than normal last night, and I slept in until about 12:30. And then I had a nap before my stream, and I still want to go back to bed. Like, it is crazy. So many emotes. I do need to commission some new emotes. Like, not sure what I would get, but I do know I need to get some made. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. They may explain the situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Oh, quicksand is in the tavern. I look at some of those, and for example, that notes one you just did, Chanel, and the animation in it is so smooth. Like, I gotta wonder how people are able to do that. Just look at them all. I really gotta look up commission artists on. I
We
forget
have
the name of the
traveled some
website.
several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
It's voiced. I get to rest my throat.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Uldar are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
There's a fun little fact. Like, with Yugiri here, she was made to tease the upcoming Aura race, which is essentially dragon-looking people, or lizard people, however you want to put it. The only hint of what was to come, or only two real hints, is number one, her hood is hiding essentially horns. You can't quite see them, but you know the hood is covering them. Similar to how the Makote have their hats hiding their ears. It still has the basic shape, but it's super hard to protect them. The only other hint on what was coming is she has a lizard dragony tail sticking out of her back. However, in the character files, because the aura weren't actually implemented as a race yet, if you were to actually grab a third-party tool and remove her helmet, you will find out the original Yugiri is not an aura, but a Makote. Because they were the only ones who had the tail rings at the time. Just an interesting little factoid, because you would have no clue to know about this stuff unless you were to pull apart things yourself.
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
But yeah, like, you just look at her hood there, it's like... You could even assume it's very floppy ears. But when you compare her to how she looks later on, the horns do not match. So they were still unsure on how she would look at this phase.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
There. Tail is the only thing to hint at her. I think even now it's a unique texture that she gets, because normally you don't get a pink tips on the tail. If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons. Our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. It shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much. Desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. Worthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow. See, but just sent word they couldn't come. Meaning, I got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. First of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Ha ha! Go and call on Freduria and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Someone sent to ship the little prince's orders to the Waking Sands. Oh, they argue, just show him those letters. Should set him straight. Off we go. I had my unhealthy hydrate before, and it isn't easing my headache, but I can feel it working because my body's starting to run hot. She's in the biz of feeding refugees now. I didn't normally want to question Mistress Member D's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. Have a letter. Not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man who can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. You, sir, are a jerk. I am not shopping with you ever again. You deserve to go hungry. Why, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instruction? You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it, you mark my words. Just like you expect my... What's the word I'm looking for? My... Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Not my service, not customer. My custom. Oh, this is embarrassing to not remember the word right in front of the person I'm trying to insult. I believe it starts with a C. Commerce? No. Yeah. Google. Thesaurus. Commerce. Bargaining, dealing, traffic. No. How about if I search to buy? No, that's telling me to purchase a thesaurus. Acquisition, bargain, purchase, investment. I cannot recall the word that I'm trying to think of. This is actually very annoying. It's giving, like, making my headache worse not being able to remember this one word. Did you see Twitter thinking of making you pay for it? Really? So not only do you have to pay for Twitter Blue, which unlocks the features that Twitter is meant to come free with, but they want you to pay for basic Twitter. Nah, Muskie. That is terrible. Also, a healthy hydrate. Hydrating. Thank you for that. Like, I was watching this thing about how Elon Musk wanted to remove the block feature from social media. Or at least just from Twitter. And yeah, obviously people are up in arms. Like, we have the ability to block people for a reason. I think people go to a place they call Blue Sky, which is made for the old Twitter people. I have heard of Blue Sky, but at the same time, when Blue Sky came out, it seemed to be more of a fad. Similar to Threads, where as soon as Threads came out, all the posts were, "This is the Twitter killer! Yeah! Woo!" And they weren't actually posting anything of substance. It's sort of like if a game came out and, like, it was a creature capture similar to Pokemon, and everyone's like, "Yeah, it's the Pokemon killer! Yeah, this is so great!" Like, oh, what do you get to do in it? Well, it's gonna be better than Pokemon. Okay, but can you catch creatures in it? Oh, well, Pokemon, they've been real quiet since this dropped. Okay, yes, but what do you do in it? well, you know, it's like Pokemon is just really old and this is gonna kill the franchise. You know, it's like there wasn't anything to substantiate what they were saying. And that's kind of what I see happening with a lot of these other ones. Because before Blue Sky and before Threads, there were a few others. In fact, there were some dedicated to whether you're left-wing or right-wing politics. But these were always seen as niches and harboring radical thoughts and whatnot. I only block bots and or lewd and weird people on Twitter. That are probably also bots. So that's the thing, like with things getting blocked on Twitter, or X as they call it now. Let me try and get myself in better lighting. This lighting does not look good. How about if I run over here? So basically, everyone called into question why Muskie wanted to get rid of the block feature on his platform. Going, oh no, we need this to get rid of, you know, bullying and whatnot. And there's a lot of things about it. But you kind of got to wonder, who is going to benefit from removing the block feature? Because he himself blocks people. But then you kind of realize there's 3 reasons why he would want to remove the block feature. Number 1, he is the owner. Now, he can't force everyone to have him unblocked. You know, he can remove the block feature from his own profile, but he can't force everyone else to unblock him. You'll have to remove the block feature entirely. Number 2 is the advertisers, because you can block advertising accounts. So to make Twitter or X a much better place for everyone to want to, you know, advertise their products, whether it is a brand new game coming out or maybe it is some fast food place, I don't know. But they want as many advertisers as possible. And so the advertisers obviously wouldn't want to be blocked anywhere because that is going to hinder, you know, their total reach. So of course they're going to remove the block feature, like, to help the advertisers. Third and final reason of why it is, you know, possibly getting removed is because of Twitter Blue. Or X Blue, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to keep calling it Twitter, because let's be honest, in like a year's time, it's no longer going to be X anymore. It's going to be changed. So, when Twitter Blue became a thing, and you could pay for this as a service, I mean, I believe when it first came out, it was like $12 Australian, like every month. However, right now, I can actually open up TweetDeck, because TweetDeck used to be a free platform. Now, it isn't. Alright, it's $13 a month, so it's gone up by $1. That is it. I thought it was actually going up to 24 or 25. But when this came out and creators could subscribe to Twitter Blue, the main benefit was your posts would get seen by more people. It would help push you into the algorithm. And as a content creator, that is a really helpful thing. But of course, if you have Twitter Blue, people were banning you, or they were blocking you. How dare you give money to Muskie? Ah, that is terrible. How dare you want to give that man profit? So, Muskie, in his wisdom, decided, hey, here's a feature for your profile. Tick this box, and it removes your blue checkmark. No one has to know you're a Twitter Blue member, but you're still getting the algorithm boost and all that other stuff. Isn't that good? So that's what a lot of creators online were doing. And if you even look at some of your favorite, you know, YouTubers or Twitch people or kickers and everything else, where they're pushed into the algorithm quite hard, a lot of the time it's because they're secretly got Twitter Blue, but they tick that one option. But because of this, people have made websites and plugins where the entire point of the site and plugin is that it will essentially see when the algorithm is pushing a Twitter Blue member to you, because, you know, you may not see the algorithm, but it can detect these profiles. It goes, oh, this person here's a Twitter Blue. Blocked. How dare you have this thing? Now, you yourself will never know this person had Twitter Blue, but this bot does. And so this bot will automatically block it for you, so you never have to see him again. If I were to get Twitter Blue today, and you were to run that bot, all of a sudden you would never see my post on Twitter. You wouldn't know that you blocked me. But you would never see my post at all. And unless you try to search my profile yourself, you would have no clue what happened. And that is the thing that Muskie is against. The fact that, you know, people are blocking his paid service members. He doesn't want that to be a thing because, you know, the entire point of getting Twitter Blue is so that you can be pushed to as many people as possible, and thus increases the worth of, you know, his program. If half the members have it blocked, your outreach is now cut quite a lot. And those people are now the ones that you want your content to go to. You're going to have to try to reach out to these people the old-fashioned way to get them to see your post, because they're not going to see things from anyone at the top. Like, I'm trying to think of some really popular people, but honestly, I don't follow a lot of popular people. Like, so 3 YouTube people that I have seen in the past. Because, yeah, I go on YouTube and I spam content I normally wouldn't watch whenever something's coming out that I don't want spoilers for. So when I go, a long time ago when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet were coming out, even before then actually, before Scarlet and Violet were coming out, there was a game I was waiting for. I mean, not Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield. Before Sword and Shield was coming out, I spammed watched RT Game. Yeah, popular guy on YouTube. Through him, I found out about Call Me Kevin and Spiffing Brit, and through them, I was slowly finding out about different people. But let's say RT Game gets Twitter Blue, and he hides it. He can then go, hey guys, I'm going to play City Skylines 2 and launch meteors at the city. Whoa, pretty cool, isn't it? That's me mocking his mocking voice, by the way. It's a parody of a parody. But, you know, he could be doing a post about that on Twitter. But if you've blocked him using Twitter Blue, you're not going to see him. Instead, you may see my post where I'm just a regular Joe going, hey, I'm going to play City Skylines 2. It's going to be a cool city. Now, when you go onto Twitch, you may see he's live and go, oh, cool, I want to watch RT Game do it. Oh, what's this? He's actually blowing up his city with meteors. What? I want to see that. But, you know, if a lot of people get these, like, onto the original point, if a lot of people then start blocking Twitter Blue, all of a sudden the people without Twitter Blue are better off in the algorithm because they have a bigger outreach. That's why Muskie wants to get rid of the block feature, is because he doesn't want people with Twitter Blue to be blocked. In a very roundabout way, it's just a way for him to make more money. At the moment, like, the benefits of Twitter Blue are quite good. Like, I can go onto Twitter at the moment. I can look at my going live notification. I posted this when I went live nearly 2 hours ago. It has gotten me 20 impressions. That means 20 people have seen it. One of them is a graphic artist bot. You know, I don't know how many of those impressions are bots, but then I can, you know, click one of my things that I use, so Twitch streamer as a hashtag, and trendy streams today. This post is like a week old now. But it's a post that has seen 2.4 million impressions. I can see Bricked Up Shan, who is live right now. In nearly 3 hours, he's gotten 83 impressions. Now, he also has a lot more followers than me, but he doesn't have Twitter Blue. And it's just through his stream, like, or his follow account. He's got 4 times the views. But then you can also see some people who have the exact same amount of followers as him, who do have Twitter Blue, and they have almost around 2,000 impressions. You know, there are some people where they go up to like 20 or 30,000. And you kind of get the realization that if you have Twitter Blue, you're getting more impressions. More people are going to see your post, and therefore you have more chances of hitting it big on Twitch or on YouTube or anything like that. If I really wanted to try to push my channel to people, what I would do is subscribe to it, hide the fact that I have Twitter Blue, and see my impressions go up. I'd then be able to do a whole bunch of posts like, hey guys, what's your favorite type of burger? Using burger as a thing because, you know, James, you're the one who always says cheeseburger. But I could have a picture of my character, like I'm a VTuber, holding up a burger in front of their mouth. And I'm like, oh, my favorite burger is a chicken burger. What's yours? And start doing random posts like that. Because I'm getting more impressions, more people are going to be able to see it, more people will start commenting, more people will then retweet it and follow me. And my channel on Twitch would start to see more people trickle in. And you get a lot more popular. And again, this all comes down to Twitter Blue helping with that. Like, and that's... It does have its use to subscribe, but at the same time, it's giving money to Muskie. It's saying, hey, I don't mind what he's doing. I support all of his actions because, you know, these days, you can't support one person without supporting all their ideals. Case in point, Hogwarts Legacy. If you want Hogwarts Legacy, that means you're supporting J.K. Rowling. And J.K. Rowling herself had even made posts saying, obviously people agree with me on my views because otherwise they wouldn't be buying my game. You know, as soon as that was said, the line was drawn. You can't buy Hogwarts Legacy without being transphobic. Because she herself drew that line. So these days, you know, you can't get Twitter Blue without, you know, acknowledging everything that Elon Musk does and be agreeing with him 100%. Because you're actively supporting him. But then again, in that same merit, I'm a Twitch streamer. Twitch is owned by Amazon. Hey, I'm supporting Jeff Bezos here. In fact, I'm actually not a fan of Amazon for many reasons, but I like streaming. Streaming is fun. Anyway, I should probably stop my rants. I should stop my tangent. Also, I'm actually going to quickly Google this. I misspelled it. Alright, so it is what I thought. A completely different line of thought or action. I heard this back in uni days. A lecturer called it going on a tangent. And reference like Lord of the Rings, and I'm like, I don't really get where you're referencing here. But it's kind of always stuck in my mind of, you know, whenever I go on one of my little rambles, it's one of my tangents. So, you know, I might actually start clipping them and trying to edit a bit and just call it a temporal tangent. Anyway, the ad break is done. I talked all the way through it. We had to go speak to Mimedy. I never remember that word. I'm gonna take my business elsewhere. That's not the word. But, you know. But to what you said as well about Blue Sky or Blue Ski or whatever it is, I might actually make an account on there just so I can get a footholding now. Similar to what I did with Kick. I don't plan on streaming on Kick. I don't really think I'm going to watch people on Kick, but I have a Kick account just in case. He didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugiri it's all in hand. I dare not hope for such magnanimity. Much less expect it. Mistress Mimedy is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Take my little tail. Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. Think you would please reply. We have been granted an audience? Before the Sultan and the Syndicate both, we shall return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alphanode. Swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, but naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words you must win the favor of the Syndicate. And I shall choose them with care. You'll be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Dolmens are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us in the Royal Promenade. Alright, let's give me a quick moment. It's an odd feeling in my throat, and I don't like it. A pleasure, Lieutenant Nix. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
Yugiri of Domar, I'm honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri.
Could Nanamo even see Yugiri?
Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearn to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the Purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
I'm just waiting for the wide shot.
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think.
Like, as much of a bad guy that Lolorito is, besides this point here of, refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity. The only reason they're prone to violence and criminal activity is because they're looked down upon. You know, people, as we saw earlier, will criminalize them just because they're refugees. But the thought that if you can't sustain your own people in the city, it kind of makes sense. Like, as an odd method of thinking of it, if I was struggling with my bills, I couldn't afford rent and everything like that. Like, let's say I have $10,000 in the bank, and yet every week I am losing $50. Doesn't matter how much pay I get, I'm always losing $50, and there's nothing I can do to increase my pay. Adopting a child into this home would be my last priority, because I already am unable to help myself in this situation. All you are doing is hastening for you to lose your home and be out on the streets. And of course, you now have your adopted child in the same situation. So if you're unable to help yourself, it's hard to help others. I understand it's also a kind of a bad mindset to have. Like, you should always be wanting to help those in need. But yeah, if you're unable to help yourself, there's kind of a sense in what he says.
Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate, and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Uldar. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo.
In this bit here, I guess this is him being quite a bigger jerk. Because again, in my scenario of you have 10,000 in the bank, you're slowly losing money every day, would you really increase the amount you're losing in an attempt to help others? Nanamo is saying, yes, but we have more than enough to sustain us for quite a long time. And situations may change. Whereas Lolorito is coming in with cancel culture going, yeah, but do you remember what you said a few years ago? People can't change, Nanamo. Once you said something, you must live with what you said and be punished every day for it. You can't grow as a person. Essentially what's happening.
Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Uldar's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
As I was saying as well with I want to see the long shot, this kind of proves as a bad long shot. But like where the camera is right now is where everyone is. Like myself, Alphanoda, and Yugiri. Yugiri apparently being in the middle. They have this giant turtle in the middle. Nanamo would not be able to see past it to see Yugiri. Similar to how Talaleji over on the right would not be able to see the little Lalafell on the far left because there's a turtle in the way. Okay, the turtle was in between the chairs, but you still get my point.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Get paint or I can get money. I mean, technically, like the Millicorn, no shops sell it. You have to craft it. Lilac you can buy, but it's 216 gil. Or Cork Brown is the most expensive. So if I were to get the Cork Brown, if I can sell just a single pot of this for the 334 on the market board, it is better than the Elegant Bronze piece. Oh, sorry, I'm going to sneeze in a second. No, it's going away. Oh, it's the painful way where it goes away. I don't like it. Alright, let's... Promises to keep. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Often have I wondered how a man so skilled in weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Ah, I will waste no more words on him, knowing the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. Aetherat Plaza. I wonder if my headache's because my glasses are dirty. Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving the matter be reconsidered. The Monitors have made their positions clear. Agreed. Oldar is not an option. Nor are Lims Lominsa or Gridania. I judge, given the state of their internal affairs, which leaves our Doman friends confined in a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of a better treatment. Would they had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. But what of Mordona? Midfilia. That is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision. I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept the judgment. Not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultan to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days. Excellent. Shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphanode. The headquarters of my order, the Sons of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands, hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Yugiri. Thou will not hear a word said against our beloved Oldar. Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alphinaud, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Old Darn Adventurers Guild can be of assistance? Look for me there anon. Lady Yugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. So many blue quests. Adventure, you here to test your skill and summon a Koopa Koopa adventure? What is that? Koopa Koopa Adventure is a glamour-generated game in which you control a Moogle armed with a magic-free bounding ball. Do battle with hordes of fiends. The game was apparently developed by a fun-loving engineer. I don't know the individual personally, I'm afraid. It is my pleasure to attend those who wish to play. If you spare a moment, then by all means give it a try. Sure. Excellent, let's get started at once. It's the original Final Fantasy! That is absolutely amazing. It's 3 stages. Oh, and this is where this music came from. Deal 20 damage to a target in front of you, plus MP. Deal 10 damage to all enemies in an area. Restore HP. Create a protective barrier around you. And grants automatic revival upon KO for the duration of this effect. Okay, and you have to bounce it. That was not a good combo. That was a good combo. Like, I sense a powerful presence. Oh no. Right there. Could have gone a bit better, but... There's only a goblin left. Stage 1 clear. This is actually quite fun. Oh, wait. I can actually move the Moogle up and down? Oh, the cacti moves. I'll wait for it to go up to the tippity top. Oh, I was pressed it way too soon. Whew, that actually attacks? And again, bad timing. Cacti's gonna hit me. Go, little balls! I feel like that went well, but it could have been better. I've been bound! I got 7 little pellet ball things. It went pretty well. As I said, I'm enjoying this way too much. Oh, the cacti got me. That was such a bad shot against the cactus. Oh. Like, I don't know if an action's gonna use up a turn. A powerful Ochu has appeared. That didn't work as well as I was hoping. With it going forwards... Right there. Could have been better, but that is fine. You know what? Okay, so I can use a spell and use up my MP, and killing an enemy restores MP. So I should have been using my abilities this entire time. I also got a new ability here. Pom Meteor. Deals 15 damage to all enemies. MP cost 80. Killed 2 of them. I'm kind of scared of the Tonberry. And this should kill the Lamia. After 13 battle points. Or little ball things. Whatever they are. Okay, so you just get stabbed by the Tonberries. That was... I'm gonna say that was a pretty impressive shot to wipe the board. That one wasn't, though. That was a very... very bad shot. Alright, Pom Cure. Alright, powerful enemy is coming. Trying to be as sneaky with this shot. Fearsome foe, and it's Odin. I mean, I could just Meteor, 15 damage to them all, and then Odin's the only one there. But it would mean I can't try to one-shot him. Okay, I couldn't one-shot him. And I was like the little guy. Stage 3 cleared. Koopa Koopa Adventure. Oh, if I did no action, so no healing, I would have gotten more points. Ba 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 dum. Ba 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 dum. That is pretty cool. Another thing I want to do is the itinerant Moogle up here. Completely forgot about him. Alright, so there's one of these items I never actually unlocked. I believe it was the scarf. Yep. So I'll grab the scarf. Only cost me 1. Now I've got 17. I could get a Yugiri card. You know what? I'll get a Yugiri card, because I kind of need it at the moment. And I'll get myself the Fat Cat. Look at my inventory going, where? There it is. I had no clue that Little Kupo Adventure was a thing. That is so cool. Alphino! Yeah. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. That in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans till such a time they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is that all the immortal flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well, we shall begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. I kind of feel like that was Alphino and not Raban, but... After all that has befallen these good people, it's the least I could do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Oda, Lady Yugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details for our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task to escorting our Doman friends to you, after you've rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? I'll gladly take a ring. I think a ring is actually something that I do need. Yes. Look at this. Scale window. Person in the back just absolutely asserting their dominance with the T-pose. Alpha has a mind to send you to Vesper Bay. As we speak, the Domans prepare to departure at Vesper Bay, where from they'll be transported by carriage to Uldar. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly. Would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Therefore, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process, through tasks great and small. In short, whatever you must needs be done, do it. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. Lady Yugiri tells it he is being designated the leader of the first group. Let us return. Pray return. The Waking Sands. Never escape this place. Nedrick Ironheart has a blue quest. Right. That's their old relic weapon. No, thank you. Greetings. Alpha informed me that a son will be arriving to help with preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. Great warriors should not be tasked with such tribulations. Or trivialities, I say. I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They're most adept at staying hidden from sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I fail. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozen. He can tell you more. Ah, Yozen, son of Hosen. Hello there, I'm Yozan, son of Hozan. I literally just said that. Will you be coming with us to Odar? Here we're traveling by horse-bird-drawn carriage. But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? Looking for the others? Don't worry, I told them to get ready for the carriages. Need your help though. We're just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players still ain't hiding, since Lady Yukari told us to take it really seriously. They won't move till they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Is anyone in here? I like how all the music just stopped. Like, all of a sudden, this is the most intense game of hide and seek. Hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Kaharu. Nix, eh? I didn't know anyone else was... Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. Scions. You must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Alright, so it's time to go. Nice meeting you. Let's go, little carbuncle. And find these children. How'd you find me? Bah, guess I need more practice. Maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Guardians can't find me. Let's see. Anyone in this house? Little Lullafell, and that's it. I mean, I doubt they'd be hiding in a house. Up there he is. Or she is. Are you playing? No fair. Yosen didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horsebird carriage? I don't know, it sounds scary, but if Yosen says it's safe, I'll go. Let's go, little cubby! Wonderful, all the children are counted. Hide and seek? I see that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Guardians found us. Should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. First caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father, Homo, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. But I understand the road to Odar is regularly patrolled by your brass blades. It gives us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you're ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Fly, little carbuncle! Ah, cool. It's a carriage with no hitbox. Eager to be off, are you? Aye, well, we need to have word with you about that. The runner from the blade says we might have a problem. Fizzling beasties being sighted south of the bridge to Hemali. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on them. Of course, but don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied by the way is clear, when it's outside the horizon, Blaze would tell me the road's safe there. So I reckon we can make it that far an hour. Some of the self-same ones don't try to row us, that is. Oh, look, a giant crab. Up. Up. Not safe to look away while flying. Now you know. Learn from me, chat. This puff of smoke seems awfully suspicious. Kick some dirt in its eyes. Well, the roads are now safe. No more dark puffs of smoke. So there was a beastie. Was being already word, eh? Haha. Well fought, sir. Well fought. If only were here in better health. Should have been proud to stand by your side. Very much so, no mine. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. We cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell, forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Little Yuguri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's Toe will grow and prosper by our hands. Let's just knock him down. Hey, mister. Kahara and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Gain power, win glory, amass a fortune. Go wither the wild bloom. I think it was to amass a fortune. Like, no, I think it was to gain power. That was what we said on the carriage. And the reasoning is, when it came to creating, well, not really creating, like the original idea whenever I played games, which my normal play style is the Nyx style, as I call it. I want to learn every spell in a game. I love magic, but I hate using a wand. I prefer using a sword. So serve a Spellblade class. So whenever I play a game, for example, even Skyrim, I will go out to learn every spell possible. Even if I'm not using magic, I have to learn it. Collecting every weapon? Nah, That's not important. So, that's essentially what the Nyx style is the knowledge of all magic. When I played Final Fantasy Explorers on the 3DS, you could choose various skills and whatnot. And you could essentially combine different job classes. So I combined both red and blue mage to create what I dubbed the purple mage. And I think that's where my love for the color purple came from. As red mage could learn almost any spell, and blue mage could learn monster spells. So combined, you could learn just about every spell in the game. Then when I created the Temporals as a group, their main goal was the procurement of knowledge. No matter what world they visited, knowledge was always their priority. Like, yeah, they could go to be a hero, save the day. But at the end of the day, it's to fill the Bastion's libraries. Which, for those that don't know, like, my Discord server is known as the Temporal Bastion, but that's a part of the storyline as well. A place that exists outside of time and space, which, coincidentally enough, came from a dream. I'm going to have to go through all my information and explain everything in the future. But essentially, all the Temporals will gain, like, all go out for the sake of gaining knowledge. But it's all for different areas. So Nyx is more spell and monster department. So he'll gain knowledge of monsters as well as what spells exist. Any kind of magic. You'll get characters like Vox, where it's more miscellaneous knowledge. Nothing that's overly important. Like, if someone writes a note, that's the sort of stuff that she'd be gathering. Because in Vox's story, she is someone who had to meticulously remember every detail about their life, because forgetting it means they could cease to exist. You'd go onto the character Zeke, and he was more, I think, just combat. He doesn't care as much for learning knowledge. He just wants to fight anything that's strong. However, he is still a vital member of everything. And it's how all of it really evolved over time, is whenever I play a certain character, I will adopt their play style. So if I'm playing a game where I'm playing as Zeke, I'm not going to care as much about getting magic. I'm caring about getting strong within a certain play style. If I play as Vox, it's like, oh look, there's character diaries and whatnot. I'm going to keep them. And that's just how I play. So, technically to gain power is correct here. I knew it! That's why I told Kaharu, but she didn't believe me. My turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Temporal. I got a question. What's Reverend Toll like? Is it pretty? Bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers, bastion of civilization, harsh, unforgiving wilderness, home to the silence of summer dawn, or stone's throw away from an imperial castrum. That last one would just scare him. I'm gonna say it's an outpost frequented by countless adventurers. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Enough, Kaharu. It's my turn again. Mr. Temporal, when I'm older, I want to be as strong like you. What do I have to do? Seek out new experience and adventure, fight ferocious beasts, train every day, buy weapons and armor from Rowena. We have yet to actually meet Rowena, so that last one doesn't make sense. I think seek out new experience and adventures. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright, there's enough questions. That's not fair. What does yours get to ask too? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Oh, I don't get to choose? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice. I won't forget it. I'm gonna become an adventurer too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurers guild for the Dolmens. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Temporo and Lady Yugiri. Yeah, just like Mr. Temporo and Lady Yugiri. We'll talk more about the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? Speaking of outbound in the quicksand. Why? Have fun going up the stairs. Especially for the old guy. Oh, my nose keeps running tonight. What's the time? 11:15 p.m. It's hard to see, but it's in the top right-hand corner. It has the Eorzea time, local time, and server time. Ah, Temporo. Take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there what else? No. I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. It is past time Lady Yugiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanolin, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slaffborn on your arrival. He's the one of whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the Guild Emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels. Get my free return in. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and associates. Greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the Toll. Hope you don't find our dearth of fineries off-putting. For though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slaffborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals. And you needn't bow your head or call me Mister either. We are both frontier hands, as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slathborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the Antecedent. Seven hells, Emperor, why are you wasting your time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting your leader. Should join you at the Rising Stones anon. Whoop. Is no use. Our attempts to reach the students about destiny continue to meet with failure. Urianger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of which we already know. How fare the Domans? I'm given to understand that you were kept quite busy at Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside of normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it is within our power to help them. Lady Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. We have no objections. Pray do so without blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? You have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's Toll cannot accommodate us all, we will need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure. Antecedent, alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slathborn, Lady Yugiri, Temporal. Yeah, sorry. Lamin and I will make all necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel safe or feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must still admit, I'm still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Ishtar should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival?
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet. Which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a Efreet with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
Not Leviathan!
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Ugh.
Oh no, the echo! Not the echo! Echo, echo, echo.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective. And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones. And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Oh my goodness, that was loud. He talks so quietly.
This promise of immortality. The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not? Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
You Tataru.
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye. A primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
Yugiri, you don't know about this and you came here?
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure...
Oops, sorry. Got distracted. Family group chat is popping off quite a bit. Yeah, I'll probably have to wrap up here just looking at how our family group chat is going. Nothing too serious, but it kind of bodes well for me to be in attendance, you know? I do apologize. I would very much like to have streamed for longer tonight. After all, it's only 11:30 where I am, and I feel as though I could go for longer. I mean, I do feel a little bit sick, but that isn't why I have to give up tonight. As I said, I am sorry, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do for family, you know? I will, like, I'll set up a raid. Why is it not typing? I'll send a raid over to Dead Sun Prime. He's currently playing Starfield. He's a really cool guy. I'm sure everyone here would absolutely love to see him. And if you haven't seen his content before, he's quite unreal. You could say he is out of this world. I can't hit the laugh in them at the same time. But yes, do take care. I will be back tomorrow night and I'll finish up this patch. The patch which is 2.2. And the second half is all about Leviathan. So a Leviathan stream would be quite good, and if we have time we can do the next half of the next part, which I believe is about Ramu. But do take care of yourselves. Thank you all so much for coming on by. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, evening, night. And I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow for the continuation. Again, apologies, but you know, I have to, unfortunately, attend family matters. Do take care of yourselves, though. Take care.